All right, we're live, and I'm just going to make some final adjustments here. Make sure I'm in a comfortable position. Here is a sealed hobby box. It's got the Wizards of the Coast wrap on it, all wrapped up. I just posted the randomized listings on as a video, and the reason why I do that is because the video is silent in that, so I'm not able to cast my screen and go live at the same time. So I just do it slightly before I do the actual break, and then post it so people can see what they get, where they're at. So here's the hobby box. I'm going to cut this open and get started. I don't have the list next to me. I may adjust a little bit, just to want to make sure I get the full capacity. I want to move this back. I'll keep the open packs. Once I empty this, I'll keep the unopened packs back here. I'll stack commons or your basic common cards and uncommons over here, and I'll probably have two different stacks. I do have penny sleeves ready to go for the rares and mythic rares, and we'll talk a little bit about cards and crack this open and see who gets what. So this break, well, before I start, I get some comments for the last one. Boy, you sure can talk. And it's like, yeah, I kind of have to. Otherwise, it gets boring. It turns into me, just sitting here quiet, opening cards, and what fun is that? So we want a little bit of dialogue and talk about some cards. This is kind of I don't want to use the word journey, but this is kind of a experience together, because I'm getting reintroduced to the game. So each day, each week, I'm learning more about some of the newer abilities in cards and some of the new strategies. And this game is really exploding. I had a sip of water there. So I guess there's a new release coming out June 14th called Modern Horizons. Definitely going to be buying and breaking some of that product. This may be the last hobby box of War of the Spark that I break. I am getting my hands on some 2015 core set. I'm looking back a little bit further to 2013, so there'll be a couple of higher valued breaks coming up, and then we'll go into some Modern Horizons. This is going well. I've gotten some good feedback. Let me go ahead and reach in here and pull up the packs. So there's stack number 1. There is stack number 2 and stack number 3. Empty box. Okay. This is a 36-pack booster, and we'll get right to it. I'll reveal each card. I'll go fairly slow. Not too slow, but we'll put tokens and basic lands, right to the side and sort those later. And there's your first. Let me see, that came as Time Wipe. That's a blue and white card for whoever has that spot. Nice little card. We'll keep that to the foreground right there. Here's a nice uncommon. It is a Planeswalker, blue and red. So we'll go rare or mythic rare, and then go uncommon. So the next 2 cards are going to be uncommon. Okay, and then we'll go common cards. So I'll put commons over here, face up. Feel free to chat. I'll be paying attention to the chat here and there as we go through this. I thought I had my my seating position all worked out. Apparently, it's going to be. I can tell over the course of the break, it's going to be more problematic. I'm seeing the cards in reverse on my screen. I don't know if that's the same. It's like the mirror image of it. I don't know if that's the same that you're experiencing in the video or the live stream. So we'll just keep going here. If there's any problem with the audio or the with a visual, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll adjust. So there's a token, basic land, and boom. Bolas. Ooh, nice one. Bolas Citadel foil for the black spot. Very good. Nice card. Awesome. And we'll go ahead and put that down. And that one's worth sleeving up right away. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and we'll sleeve up the time wipe as well. As I mentioned in previous videos, I do ship all cards. Rares and mythic rares I ship as penny loaders and protectors, and then uncommons and stuff I protect and bind together and ship together. So here we go. Wow, nice. Look at that. Nice pack. Here's a con. It's the colors for whoever has that spot. We will invade the city. Very nice. Uncommon card. Chandra's Triumph. Yeah, we'll go through these. And I'll sleeve that con in a second. Not seeing any chat. I'm not sure if anybody. Oh, it looks like we do have one viewer, which is a shot to my ego. I'm hoping that this gains momentum and we have a bunch of people viewing eventually. And last card of that pack. Okay, so we're gonna sleeve up this con too real quick, just to keep that protected. And I'm in a weird spot, so I'm going to adjust my seating. I don't like where I'm seated. Okay, that's much better. Okay, and let's go to the next pack. Okay, there's the pack. Get rid of the wrapper. After a break, the floor is really riddled with wrappers and debris. There's a basic land, and oh, look at that. Very nice. So that's whoever's got the multicolored spot, just hit the nickel bolas. That's very good. Let me go ahead and sleeve the stop. And this is a great hobby box. I have noticed if you're a collector for the investment side of things too, I have noticed this card decrease in value a little bit where the Liliana is held. This particular card has gone down a couple of bucks, but it's still awesome. However, it is a multicolored card, meaning more than dual, and it's actually a black, blue, and red. So awesome, great. So far, so good. We've had a lot of good cards. What are we on pack 3? Price of Betrayal is a nice uncommon. Okay, and then we'll go to the common cards. I got to pay attention to my hands too. I noticed in my previous break, and I'm fairly new with this. My previous break, I was covering some of the wording, so couldn't necessarily read all the cards. I'm excited about the new set coming out. That's for sure. I was looking at some of the cards online just to see what they look like and some of their abilities and what they do. And I guess it was a huge event in California this past weekend. So I was seeing some posts about it on that. And I'm not that huge avid into it that I'm going to shows and stuff like that on the Magic side anyways. I will tell you that I've had some really good baseball card hits this week too. Oh, very nice. Bolas Citadel. This one's the first one we hit on these was not a foil. This one is a foil. So very good. Go ahead and sleeve that up. So the first one was a foil. This one's not a foil. But a nice another card for the black spot. Okay, and here we go with the uncommons. Oh, very cool. Planeswalker. Red Dead Horde Twins. Awesome. Okay, into the commons. So in the baseball world, I yesterday was actually my birthday, and a buddy of mine had just gotten me a blaster box, and I came home last night after dinner and opened it up, and had a nice rookie patch autograph, what they call an RPA in the baseball world. And I am a collector for personal and for investing. You know, I do resell a lot of cards too. Throat's a little dry. Just a token, basic land. Yeah, last break we actually pulled a foil land, and I didn't catch it until after the video. The guy who pulled that was happy about it. I mean, they're not super valuable, but it's a really cool card. What's this? This is Nyx Mizzet Reborn. That's another multicolored card. So last break, I don't think we pulled any multicolors. We've been having some good luck so far today. I'm going to pause for a second, get a drink of water. That's a pretty cool card. That blue card that I just pulled a couple of cards ago. I believe this is a 266 card set. I think I've seen them all by now. I've broken probably this is probably the 4th hobby box, and I've gone through the set. Obviously, I bought some cards independent so I could, cards that I want to play with or collect. Usually when I buy a card for that, I'll try to go for the foil version if I can, if it's not too high priced. As I mentioned last break, I did buy some Japanese cards. I'm still waiting for those to come in. I think I bought just a number of hobby packs. Wanted to see if I could hit any of those foils, and there's some good valued foils. There's your token, basic land, and boom, nice. Nice. Legendary Planewalker. That's a good card right there. I believe it's roughly a $5 card. Good abilities. This is Triumph. That's a great card. Awesome for a strategy deck in white. And just to kind of communicate in advance, once in a while, if I don't have activity on my keyboard, my monitor will blank out. So in that case, I'll keep the cards right here, and I'll hit a key in the keyboard. So I was watching the video. Apparently, the video does not show that, so it continues to record because the camera is still active. So I was expecting to see some blank spots in the video last time, and it wasn't, and it just showed me reaching over and hitting it. And I hit escape or something, or a key. I don't want to hit escape, but I don't want to stop the video. That was pretty humorous last time too. Is we're streaming live today, but last video we had to record and then post it, and then halfway through the video, not even halfway, the video cut out. I put the cards down. Nice swamp. I thought that was a foil for a second. I get excited, but it's, what do we got here? Ooh, nice. Very nice. Collector of Tales. That is a blue and green card. Legendary Planeswalker. Very good. So really nice cards so far. Couple of big deals. You know, and all the participants in the first break were really happy. with the shipping. Everything went out nice and protected. Everything got to where it's going safely. And everyone was happy. And if you noticed, I think I had 10 spots, and my experience tells me with the magic in a hobby box, after the weekend, posting it up on Wednesday, something like that, after a good 5 days, those who bought in are going to, that's pretty much where you're going to be. So I could let it go another week, but people get impatient. So what I did, again, is I increased the number of categories per spot, which is good for you guys because you get more cards. And there's our mythic rare. Deadwood Arcanist. Nice. That's a creature zombie wizard. It's a red card for whoever has the red spot. Go ahead and sleeve that up. Very cool. Nice. So I got a few of those. And this time I just about had it full. I actually had a guy who bought 2 spots, and then he responded. He actually didn't want to be a part of the break, so I did refund him. But that's better for you guys because you guys then get the disbursement of the spots, so to speak. Banehound, I thought that was foil. It's not. Usually the foils would be in the front of the deck, but I had to take a second look at it. I am in a weird position. We'll see. I'm trying to make some decisions if I'm going to go ahead and get some more equipment or better equipment so I can be seated a little bit more comfortably. I am going to pause for a second after this pack and get adjusted. I don't see any chats. We do have a viewer. So let's go ahead and open the next pack and keep this moving. So I did decide that, and as I mentioned in the last video, that here we go. Awesome. Wow, that's a really good card. Black and green. And I actually have not pulled this card before, so whoever's got that spot, congrats. That's a nice card. Legendary creature, zombie elf wizard. Very cool. I am building a deck, and I am going to start playing a little bit more seriously. We'll see. I'm hearing a lot of people talking on this local social circle that they all have really good cards, and that they're highly experienced players. So I'm gonna go see, test them out, because at this stage in the game, I have some good cards. I wonder if I should put these back face down. Yeah, that'll be easier in motion. So I can kind of go like this and then put it down. There we go. Got another viewer popping on. Feel free to comment. Here we go. Okay. At the end of the video this time, because we're live and we're not worried about the video length, I will review the rares and mythic rares. Dragon, basic land, and boom. Widespread Brutality. Cool card. It is a black and a red card. Go ahead and sleeve that up. So, very good. We started off pretty hot. I mean, it's not a bad card by any means, but we kind of cooled off a little bit. Last break, the best card was a Liliana. We had one of those in that break. That person was very happy. So the color of my deck that I'm building, and I've gotten some head turning when I say it, but it's going to be white, black, and red. It's a little bit of a contrast. I realize I'm probably reaching a little bit with the 3 colors in it, but I like the features of each color of that. I like the black for the creature damage. I like the red for the direct damage. And then I need some sorcery in there too. So basic land. Very cool. Another con. This is the second one that we pulled. So whoever's got the colorless spot is doing pretty good. It's a cool card. Let's leave this up. That is the second one that we pulled tonight. It's more, obviously, as this product's opened up, you're going to see more and more of repeats. And I've been looking and asking for some, just some of the people that I know about. So if you have a suggestion, go ahead and feel free to drop it in the comments. What's a good set in the past 10 years that, is achievable without having to pay $700 for a hobby box, and it has really cool cards. So I was reading some reviews just about the top 20 sets of Magic, and obviously they talk about Legends and Alpha, and Ravnica was one that caught my attention. I think that's one that I might go for a hobby box as well and take a peek. Okay, working our way through. Token card. Basic land. And boom. Awesome. Ignite the Beacon. That's a nice instant for the white spot. It's kind of a common card. Nonetheless, Legendary Planeswalker, I've seen a bunch of those, though. I mean, it's technically an uncommon, but how uncommon is it if, there we go, Tyrant Scorn, if everyone's got one, right? So Magic is gaining popularity. It's recently been defined as the most, I don't want to say complicated in a bad way, but strategically complicated game in the world. And that's you can go ahead and Google that, look it up. That was, and I should probably cite who said it, but I was reading an article today that they just recently defined Magic as the most complex game in the world, which is good. It's a good thing. I'm taking a second look at the lands because like I said in that last one, I pulled, and I happened to be a Plains too for the guy who had the white spot in the last break. And after sorting the cards, I said, "Wow, this basic land is actually a foil. That's the second foil basic land that I've seen altogether in all these." Ooh, what's that? That is a Honor the Gods Pharaoh for the red spot. It is a foil. I believe Honor the Gods Pharaoh is an uncommon card. If you notice, it doesn't have the album. It's not a rare or mythic rare, but it is a foil nonetheless. So that's a nice one. So I'm curious to see what this next card is. Here we go. Oh, cool card for the blue spot. That's a nice artifact vehicle for the blue spot that is not colorless, even though it's an artifact vehicle. It's defined solely as blue mana, so it does go to the blue spot. Awesome. Very good. I will save and post this video, obviously. And we're looking for a mythic rare foil, Liliana, or a nickel bolus. That would be a cool hit for the collecting side of things. I realize people don't play with the foils. They use a proxy card or something like that. But if you're collecting, and I think Magic is a game that's I'm gonna move for a second again. I think Magic is a game that is, adequately priced and retains its value. Oops. There's a swamp. Another foil. This one's called Bond of Passion for the red spot. Whoever's got red is doing pretty cool right now. A couple of. Hold on a second. I don't like this penny sleeve. Oh, that was on the outside. Okay. I always like to take a look at the penny sleeves, make sure that there's, these are brand new out of the package, but just make sure nothing's in them. Okay, so what's this next card? Very nice. Deadwood. That's the second one that we pulled. Okay, here we go with the uncommons. I'm actually going to turn this uncommon stack over because it's mechanically easier to just show them and then lay them down like that. Yeah, it's going to help it go easier. We're about 27.5 minutes into the video or the live stream. Moving pretty decent. I started mixing. That's okay because I saw them afterwards. Speaking of that, I was able to get them out fairly quickly last break. This week, I will more than likely probably sort maybe a little bit this evening after the break, and probably some tomorrow. Realistically, I believe things will hit the mail probably towards the later part of the week. Okay, and I do ship first class, freight's included. So there's no addition. What's this? Enter the God of Ooh, nice card. That's black and blue. This is a really good hobby box so far. It's heating back up. Nice card for the black and blue spot. Yeah, so I basically put them in a nice padded envelope. I package them all and pay special attention to the rares and mythic rares, and then I go ahead and ship them out. And I put them in a bubble mailer so they're all protected. First class, I label them as fragile. That way, they're at least paying a little bit of attention to the package. And like I said, I get some good feedback on the packaging. Everything was fine, so that's good. I kind of bug out about that a little bit because it's like after all that work, you know what I mean? I'd hate to have cards arrive and then get damaged because of poor packing. So I like to put stuff in. I use team bags, or let me flip that card over. So excuse me. Mountain. Wow, Finale of Promise foil. Very good card. I believe that is a $15 card. Have to check it out. Whoever's got the red spot's doing really well. That's awesome. Really, really nice. So the luck with this particular Soren. That is a black and white. Very good. And we'll continue down there. I tell you, it is cool though when you open a bunch of packs and for whatever reason you miss a foil or something like that, and then you're sorting later, and then you go, "Whoa, hey, that's a foil." I'm still through some of my other hobby box breaks. I'm still separating some of my legendary planeswalkers. They're not all mythic rares or rares. A lot of them are uncommon, but it's nonetheless cool to have them. The Magic cards are a high quality. The artwork and ink on them is good. The centering is pretty good. Solar Blaze. So white and red card. Very cool. Blue's doing pretty decent so far. I do notice probably the strongest colors in this particular set. I mean, red's pretty strong. Black's pretty strong. I guess it's tough to say, you know, there's one thing about card ability. Then the second thing is the value of the cards. You know, what's more rare than the others depends on what you're. And I've seen some stuff online, but people, hey, I'm in it for the love and not the money. And it's like, listen, let's all be honest with ourselves here. You know, obviously we wouldn't buy these cards if we didn't like it and didn't like the game. That makes total sense. But I'm not going to have anybody say that they're not interested in the monetary value of their cards. There's a lot of shystiness going on. You know, that makes sense to me if people can't complain about that. I keep on thinking the lids are foils. They're not. Ooh, very nice. This card's a little bit more common now. When it first came out, this is the third one ever that I pulled. When they first came out, they were about $15. I think they're down to between 9 and 11 now. I just think that they're a little bit more common, but it's a killer card nonetheless. It's a legendary creature, so killer card. But yeah, I mean, it's like it's when that can't be what it's all about. Is because obviously I'll tell you the amount of money that is put into this, the amount of work, the financial payout is not huge, but it can sustain itself. In terms of reselling some cards, and that's what I do it for. I resell the cards because I want to buy better cards, and I want it to be its own engine for it can finance itself. I'm going to put this pack down and readjust my body position once again. I'm going to even throw the fan on. All right, so I think we're a little bit further than halfway. It was getting warm in here. I haven't seen one of these in foil yet. That'd be pretty funny. A token card in foil. Now they're just messing with us if we saw that. Swamp. Cool card. Get some more penny sleeves out here. I have to be mindful of my my finger placement on the card so the video can see them. these stacking on each other. There we go. Bloom Hulk. I do I mentioned this a bunch of times, but I do the sports card as well. I like that collectible. I chase the autographs, the rookie autographs. I collect certain players that I like, and who I think are ultimately going to be, the next Pedro Martinez or Mike Trout or, big name Hall of Fame players. Try to collect their cards early on. And it's become a little bit more of an aggressive hobby. I don't want to say obsession. I'm not obsessed with it, but I am definitely into it. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, that's a foil. That is a Lazotep Reaver black foil. The Zombie Beast. Very good. You might hear my kids in the background. Hey, little Shakran. Or Sakan or Shaka Khan. I've seen a bunch of these cards, but this is a good card. I had a guy buy, I had posted a bunch of these online, and I had a guy buy 3 of them from me. I said, I wonder what he's doing with those. Probably making a nice red deck. Oh, there we go. That's a cool card right there for the blue and white. That's an awesome card. So we talk about the value, then we do have to talk about the abilities. Regardless of how common a card might be or how much it's produced, if it's in your deck and you're playing with it and you like the card and it serves your strategy and the abilities, then awesome. I mean, that's the intention of the power of the card, or the flavor of the card, as they say, which is a term I think is a little corny and cheesy. The flavor. Is it a flavorful card? How about the abilities? The abilities of the card matches your strategies. But this game has definitely become very sophisticated and popular. So there's, of course, we're going to have some of the what's this card here? The Elder Spell. Very cool. So red's doing well. I think it's been pretty evenly balanced. I haven't seen too many of the good colorless lands come through yet, and then boom, Gateway Plaza, we get one right away. That's cool. I should say that for all the cards. We haven't seen any Lilianas come out. We'll say that when we open the next deck. That's a cool card. I played a guy online who was hitting me with these. Yesterday was my son's 3-year-old birthday party. He just turned 3 this past week. I introduced him to the baseball cards. He's obviously a little young for Magic. Well, he needs to be able to speak English, number one. I'm going to move again. Thank you for your patience with that. Just trying to stay comfortable here in my seating position. I see a lot of people having the camera facing down on them. And I have been facing the camera. It's better mechanics like this. Although I am going to figure out and get away that what's this? We've got there. Single combat for the white spot. Very cool. Yeah, every time I start coming up with the concept of how one color is overpowering the rest of them, it starts to balance out. I start to see other cards and strength of cards level it out a little bit. I like the Nissa Who Shakes the Earth. That's a good green card. Hoping we catch one of those today for that spot. I've only seen one of them. I've only pulled one of them. I know it's not a highly rare card. Although when I do these breaks, obviously I have no idea what's in the hobby box, and I want you guys to do really, really well. That's exciting, and that's why we're doing this. We have another viewer on there. If anybody wants to chat, let me pay attention to the chat for a second. So the chat's active. If anybody wants to chat. Okay, we're definitely more than halfway through for the person that just joined. Dread Horde Butcher for the black and red spot. Very cool. Blue. I suppose I'll try to move a little bit quicker. We're about 40 minutes deep. I suppose each break roughly takes about an hour of a hobby box. And I see guys kind of shuffle real quick and go through them, and I just, that's not how I roll. And when I go through breaks, I always keep a pen and pad by hand, and at least take notes of some of the good cards that I pulled. But the videos are posted and they'll remain posted. There we go. Mana Geode. I guess that's a pretty common card, but it's a foil for the colorless spot. A little collector piece. Although there is, I think I've seen probably about 20 of these cards literally out of hobby boxes that I pulled. Nonetheless, it is a foil. We've got here. This is cool. If you like putting goblins into play, this allows you that ability for the red spot. Very good. So we're working our way. We just skip our basic land? Oh, no, that's a plains. That's just a weird. It hit me weird in the camera. Ooh, very good. Mobilized District. This is a nice spot for the colorless land or special land. We have to get more penny sleeves. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop opening, so I'll do that while I'm sorting. Okay. Working our way down. Sorting doesn't take too long, of a hobby box anyways. It's probably about an hour and a half commitment, if you're paying attention to what you're doing. Othukaya, fairly common legendary enchantment card, but nice card for the black-white spot. There's Kaya herself. Yeah, and I have to say that too. I have to say black and white's doing pretty good. I'm gonna start a new pile. And I'm excited to switch to a new set as well, the Modern Horizons or an older set. I don't want to get burnt out on the same cards, so this will be the last War of the Spark that I break open. It has been fun. I'm going to change positions again. Ooh, have a sip of water. I think we got probably what, about 9-10 packs left. Got there. Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi. Nice. Very nice. What are the colors for each person? Hey, Braxton. The colors for each person are posted on a previous video that was uploaded probably about 10 minutes before we started the break, and that is on the channel already. I don't have that list in front of me, so what I typically do is I post that, I let it sit for a good 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes, let participants go to that video, write down the colors that they got. I will tell you, Braxton, that we did merge a bunch of the colors. We initially started off with 10 spots, and I believe we ended up with eight people buying in. So we shuffled them up, which means that each spot gets more cards. Hey, Braxton, how's the audio? Can you hear me? Did you get that response? I'm not going to stop and type back in the chat, so you'll have to go by my verbal response to your chats. Boom. Very nice. That's a Jace. That's an awesome card. Nice blue card. Legendary Planeswalker. Another one of those. Black and blue spot. Awesome. So good spread so far. Hoping that we grab something big in the last few packs that we have here. The best card so far was the Nicol Bolas, and then we got a foil Bolas Citadel. We pulled a Ilag the Boar, and a foil Finale of Promise, which is a great card. Now the blue one, Assets Reversal. That's a good card. Glad blue's doing pretty good. Blue obviously has plenty of cards. There we go, huh? I don't want any one spot to feel like they're not as fortunate as the others. Oh, there is a lottery chance to some of this. Meaning, you know, you could get the colorless or multicolor spot, and you might get less cards. But then on the other side, whoever has the multicolor pulled a nickel bolus. That one card basically for $19.99, they get that one $25, $26 card. So it's not too bad. That's kind of why it's spaced out like that. A little bit. Oh, there we go. White and blue. Little Teferi. That's a really good card. We'll only see about 3 or 4 of those. That's a cool card too. Yeah, the colorless spot's doing well. The colorless spot grabbed 2 cons so far. A few other things. Got the colorless land or the special lands as well. I believe that's in the same spot. I'll have to look. I mentioned this before, looking at the cards, just the quality of the cards. I like how the corners are cut. It reduces corner damage like that. The card is retains its value a little bit better. Okay, what do we got? We got 6 packs left. Maybe I'll pick up the pace a little bit. All cards ship, including basic lands and token cards. There we go. Cloud Eternaronus, nice card for the green spot. Happy for whoever has the green. That's a good card. You know, we get all these crazy other duels and multis. We want to see the blues and the greens get some good cards too. And white for that matter. I have to remind myself to grab the card in a different position. See, sometimes I flip the card over, I got my finger over. I gotta remember to grab it in the spot where everyone can see. I notice in these breaks there's not a lot of personal touch to it, and it's probably because you don't really care about the person. You care about the cards. That's why you're onto this thing. Trying to figure a way how to incorporate that a little bit. I do talk about sports cards a little bit. I've been told to limit that, or suggested to limit that, and I say, hey, you know, it's something that I like, and it's a different genre of trading cards. Nice. There's a foil No Escape for the blue. Awesome. Nice card. Yeah, we're hoping that these last few. Awesome. Spark double for blue. So blue's getting hot right now. It's a very nice card. I'm happy about that. I want to see all colors do well, but I like when it's spread out. I want everyone to get excited about what they grab. You know, it's really a good deal too. $19 you buy in, and you get a good chunk of a hobby box for a small part of the cost. Okay, we got 4 packs left. I'm going to put this pack down and change my position once again. Thanks for your patience with that. The locations of the people buying to the break has been pretty widespread. Had people from Pennsylvania, Utah, Massachusetts, obviously. Missouri. Ooh. Mobilized District. That's the second one that we pulled of that. So that spot's doing pretty well. That's a really cool card. I like the blast zones. I pulled a couple of blast zones in one of my first hobby boxes. I was excited about that. And that's kind of what got me hooked onto this particular set. My first, coming back into the hobby, my first set was the Journey to the Nyx. And not a lot of high valued cards in that set, but a lot of cool cards. I did get the Mana Confluence in that from that set. And but this set has not disappointed by any means. And really excited for the Modern Horizons. Some of the artwork looks pretty sick. And that's the cool thing about Magic, such a timeless game. I believe they started Magic in 1993, so that would put it, coming up on what, 30 years old, and for it to be a physical, oh cool, Angel, to be a physical game that retains popularity and actually even gains popularity after that course of time. Here we go. Nice green. This is a green and white card, excuse me. It is a legendary creature with a green and white spot. Very good. That's impressive, and that speaks volumes of the game, particularly in a world where gaming is increasingly becoming captured by video games, Xbox and PlayStation. For a physical game to have that much popularity capture or market share is pretty impressive. So the visual is one side of it. Okay, second to last pack. We'll review our best cards in the pull right at the end of the video, as I said 3 times now. Oh. Planes. That card did it to me again. Here we go. Nice foil. This is the Wanderer's foil. That's a cool card for the white spot. Okay, and what makes it cool is that it's a legendary Planeswalker. Okay, it's also an uncommon, and it's a foil. So that's a very good card for the white spot collecting. Yeah, this particular hobby box did not disappoint. Oh, excuse me. Hold, I put that. Is that a Vivian? It is. It is a Vivian. I almost went right by that. So another nice card for the green spot. Here's your uncommons. Yeah, I hope the audio and the visual works out well on the live. This is my first live stream. I've typically done just a couple of videos in the past. One video with the randomization, and then the second with the actual break, and that's worked out well with the audio. I'm able to run a test on it too. I usually run a test with the live feed. This being my first live feed, I wasn't able to run a test, so I kind of just went with it. But you guys are on. We're almost exactly at 1 hour, and we're in the last pack. So here we go. Good luck, guys. Let's see. Last pack. What do we got? Bioessence Hydra. That's a green and a blue card. Not bad. So it's been a good hobby box, I think. Definitely more spread out in terms of the coloration of the cards. I think the last one, everyone was happy, but black, the color black with the Liliana, there was a couple of really good hits in the black color last break. It was, I don't want to say one-sided, but definitely the black spot had the best cards. Red did pretty well too. Here we go. Okay, so I'll review the best cards of the. I ran out of penny sleeves, so I will sleeve these after the fact. Kind of get comfortable here. Nice Jace. Assets reversal. Blue did really well in this set. Teferi, white and blue. That's that foil. And then to the cards that we have sleeved. That's that foil Bola Citadel that we pulled out of the first pack. Very good card for the black spot. The Khan. One of two Khans. That's the first Khan that we pulled. The Nicol Bolas for the multicolor spot. Very good hit. Awesome. Bolas Citadel regular. So the black spot scored in that one again. For the multicolor. Multicolor did pretty well today. Nice red. Chandra. I think I think we pulled two of those. Nice Khan. There's a second one. Very cool card right there. One of the cards, Pharaoh, foil. And I like to tip the cards like this too, just because, you know, we're able to see if it's foil or not in the camera instead of just a fast pass by. There's another nice blue card. Blue did really well tonight. I'm happy to see that. There's a second one of those. I think that's probably the only. I guess if it's your card and you like that card, it's not. There's a nice card right there. It's not too bad that you get a repeat or a double. I just want to take a look at this card. This penny loader is a little damaged, so make sure the card's okay. The card's fine. A little dust in the penny. I'm gonna go to a new one afterwards. I don't want to put anything in damaged penny sleeves or penny sleeves with debris in them for sure. That was one of the best pulls of the night. Finale Promise foil. Sorin. Soul Blaze. There's the Razor Boar. Nice. Yeah, red did pretty good tonight too. A lot of good red cards. That's a foil. The Elder Spell. Awesome. Single Combat. Dead Horde Butcher. Mana Geode foil. That's why it's in the stack, because it is a foil. Mobilized District. That's one of two. We pulled two of those cards. Both of Kaya, and Time Wipe. Okay, so those are the rares and mythic rares. We'll keep those aside and get those in top loaders. So, thank you very much for participating in this. I hope you enjoyed it. I will post a video and save it on the YouTube channel. Go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe to my channel. Pay attention to the channel, because sometimes we post videos, we leave little comments in the bottom about some free giveaways. This is it's about collecting and investing and selling cards, but it's also about the other side of it is the love of the game and trading cards itself. No one needs to be greedy, so we run some giveaways here and there, and I have no problem with putting some cards in the mail for people that bought in and win some contests and stuff like that. We're trying to raise our popularity and have a lot more subscribers to the channel. So yeah, pay attention. And when I run other ones, I might send you an email on eBay or something like that, just saying, hey, I got the Modern Horizons or the 2015 core set. Let me know if you're interested or whatnot. So just pay attention to your stuff, and definitely leave some comments if there's any type of difference that you'd like to see things and how this is done. I'd be more than open-minded to hearing that from you. But again, thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoyed the process, and have a great Sunday night.